let's talk about Emmanuel Rodriguez, another guy with a lot of variance. We'll quickly recap his 2025 and 2024 and 2023 because they're all the same. He played in, let's see, 52 games, 65 games altogether last year. Performed extremely well. Walked 20% of the time, which is absurd. Struck out 32% of the time, which is also absurd. A 135 WRC plus. He has some of the best usable power in baseball. I think he's top 5 in prospects in all of baseball, like top 100 prospects in terms of 90th percentile exit velocity. It's such a weird profile. It continues to be, but the thing that it continues to impede him is health and staying on the field. So we don't need to belabor that. I feel like we've talked about it so much. You said it from the jump. If he doesn't stay on the field, he shouldn't be on top 100 list anymore. Here's my Erod take for 2026 that you can tell me if you agree with it or not. I think he's the most important prospect in the Twin system this year. Here's why. We talked a little bit about there's one guy who has kind of star power at the moment, and that's Walker Jenkins. Emmanuel Rodriguez is the only other candidate. He is a guy who, if it clicks, could hit 250, 30 home runs, steal 25 bags, and play center field decently in the majors. And so he's going to get a chance to make his debut this year. If the Twins want to be a team that competes in the next few years, it would be really helpful if he would approach his like 75th percentile outcome as opposed to his 30th, 40th, 50th percentile outcome. And so I just think he feels like a bit of a fulcrum because he's the only non-Jenkins guy at the moment who I can see like having like a 4-win season at the major league level. So I know you're not a fan and you never have been for both like the profile and the injuries, but what is your reaction to that? Like positioning him as like one of the most important guys this year.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. And from the organizational standpoint, if the organization could have any confidence that Rodriguez or Walker could stay healthy, they don't have to bring Larnach back. I mean, the reality is that either one of these guys right now could be the starting left fielder or right fielder or potentially center fielder on a decent team. He's just missed so much baseball, but he does have the exciting profile about him. Like Gabby Gonzalez is kind of the opposite, right? Gabby Gonzalez is going to put up solid numbers and just kind of not wow you. And Erod is going to, I mean, even in not solid numbers potentially will do things that wow you, good and bad, right? It's going to be like, sure. Why did you swing at that? And then also, how did you hit that ball so far where it was? Like kind of the like very much Eddie Rosario-ish, right? With some different stuff going on, but he's to me that type of player. I hope he's more Eddie Rosario than Oswaldo Arcia, which is my concern. But if he's Eddie Rosario, you plug him in and he's your dude for 6 years in either corner, left or right field. Yep. And so that to me is kind of that I mean it's higher than 75th percentile outcome. But if that's what happens, to your point, that's huge, absolutely huge for the Twins. And he had a good winter in the Dominican League. Like he did his normal stuff when healthy. That box though to check, is he healthy, just hasn't been checked very often in the last handful of years.
Yeah, that's super fair. I really like I can't say health aside because it's such a big factor with him, but a guy who's walking 20% of the time at AAA. I mean, that's so fascinating just from an on-base perspective. And the Twins just don't have someone like that really at the moment who's just such a pain and will just like sit there and
Keishal's a
look at
pain.
all your Keishel is a pain, but Erod is a next level pain. Like his strike zone judgment is some of the best of any prospect I've seen recently. His like eye for the plate is a little bit Juan Soto ish. He's not Juan Soto. I'm just saying like the level of selectivity is similar. So